All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Hey, on a Tuesday. How's everybody doing? Did you get shaken out? Are you worried about the dips, and the dippier dips? That's what's going on right now. Covered it in this morning's video. Heavy liquidations, big liquidations, and they are still continuing. And just because we see what looks to be a recovery may turn around and yet be another dip as the longs and the shorts are battling it out with millions, multi-millions of dollars on the line with these degen gamblers who continue to open up new trades. We're going to spend a lot of time looking at the heat maps again today because it just happens again and again and again. Price goes up, take out shorts. Price goes down, take out longs. Millions and millions of dollars. That's essentially it. All right, I'm done. Bye. No, we got a lot to cover. Let me drop here in the corner. And, before I get into, I have all these articles to reference and charts and things. I'm just going to start right with you guys in the chat because this is what's going on is us as a community working together, being together. It's all going to be all right. It's all going to be okay. There's still a lot of bears, and I'm sure they will show up here, the usual ones that we have during the live stream. The Doge is going to 0 or 10 cents or 20 or whatever. That's fine. Hey, I do welcome those points of view. I just would like to at least have a good conversation about it rather than people just being rude. So that's all. I don't mind hearing somebody's explanation as to why they think Doge is going to drop to 20 cents, other than just saying it's going to drop. Just tell me why, and we can have a conversation. But no, the bears don't do that. They just like to FUD, and there's no rational explanation for it. And that's okay. So what do we have here? We got Doge at 38.4 cents. Yes, 38.4. We did have a dip down here to about 36.5. That seems to be the local bottom now, but look at this sort of cascading red candles. And it just got dippier. The dips got dippier. So yes, a roller coaster. Exactly, Doge Runner. It was a roller coaster, but definitely buying opportunities for those that have some cash on the side. And even if you didn't get 36.5, even if you got 38, 39, 40 cents, it's okay in the big picture. And we'll look at the big picture in a little bit. And Bitcoin, meanwhile, $95,700. It did come down to again into the 94s just earlier this afternoon. But now we got this little red candle showing up again. So we are not done yet. I don't think we're done yet. I think we're going to see a little bit more happening. So that's just the state of things where we are. Since Bitcoin was over $100,000 again, just yesterday morning. It seems like so long ago. But it was just yesterday morning. Bitcoin was up over $100,000. And then we just started having these big, big dips. So that is still happening. But we're going to zoom back in on the 15-minute chart here in the background because we do have some redness again. And are we going to drop below this orange line on Bitcoin below 94.2? And is Doge going to redrop? Actually, the orange line now needs to get pulled down to 36.5 there. And are we going to see something less than 36 cents on Doge? That's what we're looking for right now. So let me check in on the chat here. Let me get caught up with you guys, because I know you guys are like, you definitely have a lot on your mind. And I want to hear what you think about what's going on as well. Because I did my video this morning and I laid it out pretty clear, but not everybody watches that video, and I get that. I don't mind answering your questions as well. And this was an old Warren Buffett saying, and it wasn't about crypto. It was just about selling stocks for the most part, selling stocks over time, that the transfer of wealth from the impatient to the patient. So if you get shaken out, there's someone else who's buying up because they have a view that's longer term that things are going to go up. So Samuels has been watching Tom Crown. I did not catch Tom today. I was busy wrapping up stuff at work. So wasn't able to check in on what Tom was saying, other than I saw his title was like something like everything's going to be okay. So that's the point where he's coming from too, is it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Fisher's a little annoyed, spent his last remaining cash at 40 cents. Like I said, we're at 38.6, not too far away, and we'll be over 40 in no time. Doge Runner also saying peak. Yes, we will check in on peak during the live stream here, because what peak is doing is absolutely amazing. For those that are on the peak train, it's just going up. About to hit a new all-time high. In fact, on this chart, I didn't have that all-time high up here. So that's a 75.5 all-time high. Let's put that in yellow because that's up on top. And peak is not dipping. In fact, it is running up towards its all-time high. It's up over 7% today. And do you know why? Do you know why that is? There's no futures trading on peak. There's no leverage trading on peak. That's why. It does tend to follow the market a little bit, but there's no leverage trading. So one day they'll start leverage trading on it, and then it'll be dipping like everything else does. But this is pretty strong. 71 cents for peak. Again, looking out now, here's the daily chart. That's just up and to the right on the daily chart. We look at the 4-hour chart. It's just like, it's all price discovery now. So that's what we've got on peak. So that's looking pretty good. Looking very good. We will check in on that as well as we go on. So Noctis got more at 37.8. Very good. The markets are turning around a bit, and we'll see whether we can see this progress during the stream here continuing up, or are we going to see another turnaround? We will be watching that. So hello, Eli. How are you? Am I going to buy back in? Nope. I am. When I sell, I'm putting that aside. Again, this is reducing my risk because I've got a big plan in 2025. And so that I've put that to the side. That's gone. Everything else I'm in. I'm all in. So I've got no cash on the side waiting to come back in. That's what I'm doing. KB, how are you? Rocky, the dips keep on dipping. Mad MVD, if you think this is a falling knife, I don't. And right now, it doesn't look like it. So again, buying on the red candles, selling up on the green. That's what I'm doing. When I was, now I'm not, but I'm reporting on it. And it's like, there's no falling knife here. No falling knife here. I dipped my pants, Ron. Good day, Doge Runner. How are you? The dip got you all in. Remember when 10 cents was a gift? I do. Still have it on my chart. It's 35 cents a new gift. We didn't quite get there yet. We're not there yet. 36.5 was the dip here. 36.5. Yeah, the big wick that we had on Monday hit 38 cents. And so today's down to 36.5. So, yeah, KB, I don't feel sorry for them. They're, again, everybody goes through this when they first start trading, particularly in crypto. Yep, scary when you're not sure what's happening. You learn. You learn. You couldn't sleep since last night's live stream ended. Jack W says it perfectly. Don't trade with leverage. I don't know how many times I've been saying that for months and months and months. And yet we had 2 or 3 in the chat yesterday that did confess that they had some leverage trades that got liquidated. Yeah. I know, the panic mongering, right, Ross? There's a lot of that going on. And I don't know what people get out of that. I really don't. I don't know what they get out of that. But yeah, I saw your gap thing, Dr. but it doesn't need to be filled. It does not. I know there's TA people that say gaps need to be filled, but we've been saying it all along. In fact, we had this Bitcoin gap here that never got filled that I had circled over here. There's this whole gap right there. And that gap goes from about 77,000 up to 85,000. Never filled. It just doesn't always happen. In a bull market, it doesn't have to go back and fill these gaps. So that's just what I see. So no, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Hold the line. If Dogecoin didn't recover from this and did at least hit 65 cents, so I can at least sell some from my bags, I'm quitting crypto. Quitting crypto. Can't wait for another cycle. Not to mention a handful of ridiculous alleged crypto content creators out there right now, nothing more than imposters. I don't know why they do that. Melvin, if Doge goes to 20 cents, then I will not be saying it's fine. But that's not what's happening. Alonzo, move. I do not follow Move. I saw that it was trading very well, but that was yesterday. That was the run we had yesterday. It just started on Coinbase yesterday. So it had a big run up and then a big sell off. 64 cents. Where else is this trading on? Let's look at the MEXC. It goes back, about the same. Well, there's a whole history here. I don't know what this jump was on the 9th. What was that? It was trading down here at 10 cents, and then all of a sudden it opened up here at 67 cents. That's weird. I don't know what that is. What does Binance show? It just shows it trading up to that level. Yeah, so I don't know what happened there on Move, but it looks like there's a big sell-off from this jump up here to $1.40. It's like half the price now. Good luck with it. Good luck with it. You kept your cool? It broke the bull flag on the downside. It definitely did. It broke on the downside. You've got $1,000 worth of limit orders down into the 34-cent range. I don't know. We'll see if there's more dips, Shank. At this point, with all the leverage trading, again, we'll check the heat maps in a little bit, but IQ loves big dips. Vincent got 90% Doge, 10% XRP. That's very heavy on the Doge side. Even more than me. A heck of a 2 days, right? Could be more. This whole week could be volatile. Craig's thinking of selling some Doge and getting into some other cryptos. So we've been talking about them on this channel for a week of different things. We've been looking at price targets. I mean, one really good one today was Solana again, down to 203. Again, our initial price target for buying was 229, but yet Solana came down much further at 203, if you're interested in that. That one has, of course, good potential. I mean, there's a lot of them are way down. Jasmine especially down to 3.7 now. It did hit 3.2 cents yesterday. So today's drop wasn't as bad as yesterday's on Jasmine, but still way down from the 5 cents where it was here on Saturday. I mean, you go from 3 to 5 cents back, from where it is back, that's like a 33% gain just to get where it was. Even on Sunday, it hit 5 cents. So there's a lot of good projects out there that have nice, good buy-in prices. So take your pick. Joshua reminds people to like, subscribe, and join. Thank you, Joshua. Everybody, hit the like button. And while you're down there, subscribe as well. I appreciate that. Which physical Dogecoin do I have? Just this one, gold one. It's got the Shiba face on the front and the Dogecoin D on the back. And then that's the one I'm going to be giving out on January 20th. I've got one still in its case, brand new, that I'll be giving out on January 20th during all-day live stream, January 20th. Oz bought in 10,000 more at 38.5. Nice. Nico's got 36.8. These are all good prices. Yeah, I know, Greg. It's up and down. I don't sweat them. I just want to hear if you're so convinced it's going down, why is that? We did have one that said CME gap, right? Some got to go fill that gap. I just pointed out that there are some gaps that are just never filled. Price just goes up much higher and it never goes back and revisits those gaps. That does happen. Do I still believe Doge to $1? I do. Again, it's not this month. I've never called for Doge for it to $1 in December. I've never called that. Some people keep saying, you said Doge was going to $1 in December. And I'm like, no, I've never said that. Just want to keep things real. That's all. That's all. Yeah, I'm not invested in sand or mana going forward, Rabi. That, you know, games and metaverse and all that stuff is like, who knows? Is that really going to take off? I don't know. So, I mean, if you believe in that stuff, yeah, put a little money into it and see what happens. But I don't have any of those. I do have Superverse, and I do have Immutable X, IMX. And those I'm going to be selling probably April or May, and I'll be done with those. So, but that, again, that's just what I'm doing. Raiden, watched the video this morning. I think that pretty much summed it up nicely, what was going on. Referenced a lot of what we looked at during the live stream yesterday, because we saw it happening live. And on Bitcoin, for those that don't know, I predicted Bitcoin would come down to exactly that price at 95.9. During the live stream, I said, yep, we had these two big dips. Zoom that over a little bit. We had these two big dips, and I said, based on what we looked at in the heat map, there was a $97 million leverage trade on BitGet at 95.9, and it was going to come and it was going to take that out. And it eventually did. After 10 o'clock last night, Bitcoin's price came down. After it was doing a nice recovery, it came down and it wiped out that leverage trade. And in fact, I have it all queued up right here. There it is. That big yellow line right there that you see on the heat map. That's the one we were looking at right when it first started. And that was $97 million, and it got taken out right about 10:30 last night, as predicted. And you can see all the leverage right now, all the new leverage trades that are going on. These are degen gamblers here. We've got them on the shorts and we've got them on the longs. And this distance here, when all of these trades are being made, that's only like 3 hours ago. In the last 3 hours, all of these millions of dollars of trades have just been made. Hundreds of millions. This is probably like $1 billion in trades right here that have just been made in the last 3 hours. That's how heavy the open interest is right now. And right now, it's even worse on ETH. There's a lot more ETH leverage trading going on as well. This one down here scares me. Another $90 million one. This is at 93.7. So are we going to see Bitcoin drop down to 93.7 to take that one out? $90 million. This is on Bybit. Sorry, not BitGet. It's Bybit. But we've got these shorts up here. 95.6. That is $95 million. And there's this another one, a 95.8, another $90 million. And this is what we were looking at, the potential of a short squeeze happening where the ladder, instead of going down, could actually go up, taking out all these shorts. Of course, we've got this giant one up here, $120 million at 98,600. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll definitely keep an eye on that. But right now, it looks like we're not going to see that dip down below 94 at the moment. We're seeing more recovery. And so this is starting to look good. Do I have an exit strategy for peak? Not right now. This is one I'm holding, Luca. In on something right at the beginning, we'll see what happens. So I am not selling any peak tokens in 2025. I'm going to hold on to that one. So what's XRP doing, Nelson? What is XRP doing? $2.18. So that's a good recovery. It dipped lower than the dip yesterday, came down to below, well, about $1.90. It hit $1.90 there. That seems to me like a pretty good buy-in price for XRP, $1.90. And now it's already up to $2.18. That's a pretty good recovery right there. Already up 15% from that dip just 2 hours ago. Pepe's holding strong, Jeff. Let's see what Pepe's doing. It dipped lower than yesterday, down here at 22. Now back up to 23.5, but yeah, this isn't great. There's some recovery still to do there for Pepe as well. Yeah, Bohm went down to 0.07. That was tough. Peak is early, diamond hands all the way. I agree. Will I not run out of Doge? I'm going to hold on to some of my Doge. I'll be selling quite a bit of it in 2025, but I'm not going to sell all my Doge. We don't know what Elon's going to do, X, Tesla, all of that, and I don't want to miss out on that. And it all depends on when we decide to buy a house, what's the price of that house versus how much crypto I have. In the end, that's going to determine how much Doge I end up keeping. Hopefully we don't find something that's too expensive. I like to find something that is decent, but not as costly. We'll see. We'll see. You said you don't buy and sell crypto frequently because the capital gains clocks resets. Exactly. So from this point on, almost all of my crypto I've owned for over a year. And we're going to talk about this tomorrow night, which is the epic crypto tax live stream tomorrow night, Wednesday. Well, late afternoon, I'm going to be starting the epic crypto tax live stream. And this is one of the things we're going to talk about. Because there's probably a 17% difference in your profits between short-term and long-term capital gains. On average, about 17% difference. So if I sold my Doge here at 38 and then I bought something else, or even bought back into Doge at a little bit lower price, then when I sell it, let's say in 4 or 5 months, the gains from here till I sell it are going to be taxed as a short term instead of a long term. I lose out on 17% of my profit, the difference between short term and long term capital gains tax. I don't want to do that. I don't want to miss out on that. So I hold. That's why I don't buy and sell frequently, because then it's all short term capital gains tax, which is a lot of money. Especially when you're at levels I'm at. It's a lot of money. Time in hands, guys. Exactly. A lot of us are hodling. That's your choice, what you want to do. But again, the time you want to sell, in my opinion, is not when you see the market's down and bleeding and in the red. That's not the time to sell. Not in a bull market. If you believe in the 4-year cycles, you believe in how this market is still growing into 2025, why would you sell on the dip? Again, it's just my strategy. MOG, get in. MOG, get in. I'd like to know more from you about why MOG is a good project, not just MOG, get in. Ricardo, hello? Yeah, I don't have the RSI on my chart here, but RSI, yeah, we just looked at move. It came up and now it's trading out. I don't know what move is. Again, I saw it yesterday on one of these crypto top mover things, and now it's just selling off. So I don't know what the project is. Target price the next day or two? Carlo, that's a great question. Are we done with battling the leverage traders? Are we just going to move on up now? Or is this battle going to keep going and they're going to keep dropping Bitcoin down to wipe out more of that leverage? Right now, short term, it's a guess. I have no idea. You can do all the technical analysis in the world. It's not going to tell you what's going to happen with prices the next 2 days. I can tell you big picture what's going on, but short term, What's a good strategy on storing profits so where they can still grow like a 401k, but still be accessible to use when the market crashes? Ah, there you go, right? So you're not going to throw it into a certificate of deposit, right? Like a 6-month CD, because then it's locked up for 6 months. So you're not going to do that. But you could be like on Robinhood and have Robinhood Gold, and you're getting 4.5–5% interest on that. It's a yearly interest, but it's something. You're making something. Same on Coinbase. You just hold USDC and you're getting like 4.5% interest holding USDC on Coinbase. Again, none of this is perfectly safe, right? But those are probably your best bets as opposed to taking it out to your bank where you're getting like 0.01% interest, right? At least you're making a little more than that. Julian lost $1,000 on leverage, but it was only 2% of your total account. So Yeah, it was just a little corner, right? A little bit of your account you decided to do a leverage trade on, got liquidated. But you learned on a small bit as opposed to a huge chunk. So you learn. Right. Yeah, Lisa, I'm not seeing 30-cent Doge. I'm not. We're not going to fill the gap. We're not going to, no. Unless there's like some, like I said yesterday, there's some big black swan event, right? Like World War III breaks out and the whole market is dumping. Now that's different, but that's not what's happening now. How do you best DCA on peak when it's price discovery from here? Yes, Nathan. That is the question, isn't it? Especially when peak continues to go up while other things were dropping today. Peak was moving back up, almost back to all-time high, which is now 75 cents. Peak all-time high, 75 cents. You wait for one of these red candles. The best you can do. You see a big red candle, that's when you buy. And right now, it's all green. Again, there's no leverage trading on peak yet. It's brand new. So you just got to dig in somewhere and just buy. Pepe is so overbought. I mean, that's just, now it has been dipping, but I go back to the daily chart and Pepe is still, I mean, this is all new, right? This is all new up here. And in fact, when it hit a new all-time high right here at 27, we did a little fib and we said, okay, maybe the 1.618 is up here at 38. So 0.00038 would be our target on a next move up. On the daily, there is a dip. There is a red candle here. It did come down to about 2211. And as we zoom in, that might be about, yeah, that's down here, what we saw 2 hours ago. I don't know whether we're going to have another dip back there. Our buy price we identified yesterday was 23. So you decide again when you want to jump in or jump back in, depending on whether you had Pepe before, but I still see a bull market going forward. You just try and get the best price you can. Good day, Doge Army. A lot of people talking about MOG, so it must be doing something. That's typically how it works. Yesterday, it was all baby Doge, baby Doge. So today it's MOG. Okay. Pepe's doing remarkably well compared to others. Agreed. We have some who think Pepe is going to drop from here. Hey, Scott. The move was a result of an airdrop on Binance, Aaron says. Well, that's interesting. So Binance had an airdrop, price went up in anticipation, and then it dumped. That makes sense. So what is MOG doing? We should look at it now. It's probably doing something, right? Actually, not much. It dipped right back down to where the tail was on this wick, right down to 30. And it's only gone up to 32. It's not dropping to zero. This doesn't look like much. Not over the past few days. This is pretty much following just about what everything else did. So yeah, I don't see it there on MOG. I don't see it. But good luck with your MOG. Doge. Yeah, I'm in like 60 to 69 cents, Darren. That's my range. 60 to 69 for end of December. Still think there's going to be a Santa Claus rally between Christmas and New Year's. We've seen it before, and I'm still working on that track. No more chase. Sold all your ETH and bought Doge. So you're not waiting on the ETH train anymore. If you're in Pepe, you might as well be in Shiba as well. MOG has a small market cap. But we saw what happened with the airdrops, I guess, today, right? Where Shiba has been slowly building, but has really suffered on the dips here. See this 4-hour chart, and Shiba's really dropped from the upward channel that it was in, just dropped right out of that. But good buying opportunities if you're interested in Shiba. But there's good buying opportunities pretty much around the board. But Doge also did drop out of its upward channel as well. The stupid degen gamblers. What's going to happen with GameStop, Brad? I've got it over here on the side. It's still trading about $27 going into aftermarket earnings report. Earnings report's probably not going to be great for GameStop, but you never know how GameStop stock is going to trade. So I'm holding on to my GameStop into earnings. I typically don't do that on stocks like this, but GameStop is a little different. Yes, we can predict the dips, Philex. We did it yesterday, predicted it exactly. Did not predict the follow-up one, though. Predicted this one. That one we predicted perfectly. It just came a few hours later. But yep, that was the circle I drew during the live stream yesterday, and it came right to that point. Today's, I did not predict today's. Didn't predict that. A little more bullish. But here we are. I mentioned my expectation of peak will do $3. Yep, Coinbase, Binance. That's my price target. It's $3. We'll see. For the fragile hands, can you show a chart from the previous bull runs where things dip and still go up, and generally until which month the following year? So yesterday we showed the 2021 bull run and the huge dips, 40% drops in Doge. Those are the ones to look at. Again, with volatility, crazy trading, price goes up 60%, drops 40%. I mean, that's what was going on. Anthony, hey, how are you? Abdi is out. Good luck. Good luck, Abdi. Do I think XRP is going to keep dropping? No, I do not. I am bullish. I am bullish. Yep, peak is in another league. That it is right now. It's a souvenir, Oz. This is just a souvenir. It's not anything directly related to Dogecoin, or it's just a souvenir. The trading volume is just the volatility of the leverage getting liquidated. That's why volume is up. And you can see what's happening now with Doge. Doge is slowly climbing up and the volume is coming down. So generally that's a good sign after you have these big red candles and these huge volume bars here. So that's a good sign of some recovery as things are quieting down. Microsoft voted no. That's what I called. I said that yesterday. Microsoft most likely is going to say no. Is that going to spook the market? I think most were kind of expecting Microsoft would say no. The board just not forward thinking. They're not a Michael Saylor. So that doesn't surprise me. I don't think so, Spirit. There's going to be some dips, but I don't think we're going to see below 36 cents. And will we see 36 again? That's a good question, FM. You know, this is the type of thing where, okay, we had our big drops. We flushed out billions of dollars in leverage trades. And now let's just get back to the bull market and move higher. Generally, we have seen that before. Whiskey on a new account called LAD. Okay, LAD, whiskey, still holding. 30% is or the 30s is a gift, right? We knew the pullback was coming. Didn't know when exactly. $1.40 by April, Jaded Fox says. I love that. See if we get there. Is Sol going to drop further? So we just looked at Solana. Now at 213, it had 203 here. 203. That's a great price. So I don't know if we're ever going to see sub $200 Solana again. I mean, that's how I feel about this bull market. Is that we just had our fun. Jorge, how are you? Generally, it's the newer buyers that are panicking. Yes, it's the so-called newbies. I mean, we welcome them here, and I'm happy to have a conversation and explain what things are going. My video this morning showed it perfectly. So those who are newer, watch that video this morning because, I mean, that told all you needed to know. I titled it, "Is Dogecoin Crashing?" Particularly gave it that name, not my typical title for a video, but to get more people to watch and learn and understand what's really happening. So that's that. I only heard from one person to say that I was over exaggerating on my thumbnail, but that was the reason for it. Get some people to watch it. On the monthly, Frizzle, what does Doge look like on the monthly? The monthly, well, I mean, we're only 10 days into the month, so it could still turn green. For the monthly, you'd have to get back up to 42 cents. It can do that. It can definitely do that. Here's the gift we were talking about back here in August, sub 10-cent Doge. That wasn't too long ago. We had this rocket on here, but right now it's still in this pullback mode. How does Bitcoin look on the monthly? Wow, that red candle is just about all gone on Bitcoin on the monthly chart. Yeah, Bitcoin didn't drop as much percentage-wise, which is typical compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin compared to Doge, I mean. Cardano and Chainlink, Craig. So those, you might be interested in buying into those. Cardano's still under $1. It dropped to 93 and then had a second drop to 89 cents. So that was a nice opportunity there, down below 93 cents from our blue line that we had. And Chainlink, yeah, about the same, but it didn't go anywhere near the blue line, which was way down there, $16. So Chainlink has done very well since the end of November when we were looking at these price targets. So this tail that came down to 1957 right there, that was a good buying opportunity. Personally, out of those two, Cardano has more room to grow in the short term than Link. And again, I don't know what you're looking at. Nope, I have not even opened my portfolio, Carl. I don't want to know. I'll look at it again when we see more recovery. Bonk, down 17%. Yeah, ouch. Ouch. I can see the Doge face here, Jan. I can see the Doge face here. The eyes, the nose, the shape of the head. That looks pretty cool. It looks better on the chat screen than what I pull up live. That's cool though. Why can't we break free? Not at the moment, but someday. That's how Doge, I mean, we saw it in November, right? Bitcoin went up, Dogecoin went up twice as much as Bitcoin. So, yep, it goes on its own. We got a lot of pretty pictures here, Jan. Very creative in the chat there. It's easier to liquidate longs than shorts. I think it's easier for the market makers to drop the price than to raise it. It's easier for them to manipulate down than to manipulate up. Yes, I use the M word, manipulate. Yes. It's easier for them to manipulate the price down. Easier to create supply than demand. Another way to say it. Yes, Nick. Of course they're unethical, Steve. Of course they are. And you don't think like the big shorters in the stock market, you think that's ethical? That's been going on for years and years and years. So, you're welcome, Steve. You're welcome. RLUSD is launching. That's all we need, right? To get another stable coin. You sold, but then rebought, Bindi. I hope you did too, for all of us. I know it's hard. I didn't see what you wrote, Flo, but okay. I don't remember. Too much going on. Oh, it's going to 10 cents? Hey, we've been talking about it, Fahid. You got to pay attention. Your first bag of Doge was pre 1 cent. I know, we all would have filled up back then, huh? But who knew? When Doge was under a penny, who knew what it was going to do? Yeah. Vision Pulse, he does a good job, right? He puts out some good charting, short term, very bullish, of course. Every video on Doge is titled $2 Dogecoin. So he's convinced Doge is going to $2. He's all right. You're making a playlist of songs about downs and dips. Scott, glad you didn't panic sell. Price is recovering now very nicely, up over 39 cents now for Doge. So we'll see whether that continues. Got a long way to go on recovery. I'm definitely not going to follow anything called Pepe Unchanged. There's one Pepe. Yeah, RLUSD just got approved. Yeah, Moon Girl. Yeah, he does a good job. Moon Boys and Moon Girls, right? Are you a Moon Girl? Wanted to buy at the lowest point, wasn't sure, so I waited. Now it's higher again. That is trading right there, Dylan. Sometimes you just have to pull the trigger. Lowest support, well, right now it's 36.5. Are we going to come back and retest 36.5? I don't know, but 36.5 is it right now. You cashed out half of your portfolio yesterday, no taxes. So you were in a loss? You were down on everything that you sold? Time applies to crypto when it comes to taxes. Again, I'll be talking tomorrow. Tomorrow's live stream is all going to be about crypto taxes. There's the like, Jan. That looks good. I like that one. Like. Everybody, hit the like button. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. That one came out pretty good. I started with $10,000, Stephen, in 2021. And I bought 500,000 Dogecoin. That's where my crypto journey really began. $10,000 start. Okay, don't shell Mog anymore, double D's nuts. We heard you. Yeah, the move action was from an airdrop on Binance. XRP below $2 was a good buy. Can't believe I actually just said that. Isn't that something? After all that time, trading at like 50, 60 cents. And now like, and it was only between $1 and $2 for a short period of time. It really wasn't that long that it was trading in that zone between $1 and $2. So this is a daily chart. So that would have been from November 16th. Here, we can do it this way. From when it first crossed $1. And then where did it cross $2? I guess it was right there. 15 days. So it was only 2 weeks here between $1 and $2. Only 2 weeks. And 2 weeks ago, we were saying $1.36 was that buy price. Remember that? Just 2 weeks ago. You could have bought XRP for $1.36. And we called it right there during the live stream. That's what that blue line, that's why I keep these lines on these charts. That's what that blue line was. That was our buy price. And look what it did. And so, yeah, this little dip right here that we just had below $2, that's a gift, right? Talking about gifts. That's a gift. Francisco, holding to the top and then riding it back down. Well, I did that in 2021. That is not my plan in 2025. I'm not holding to the top and riding it back down. No. Going to take slices of profits. I look at the small time frames to see what things are doing right now while I'm doing the live streams. Then I zoom out, look at the bigger picture for reference, and then come back in. I don't do all my TA on monthly candles. I know there are other YouTubers, other crypto people who do that. I don't. I don't. How something traded 3 years ago doesn't make any difference today. To me, it doesn't make any difference. But I'm glad you look at the long-term charts. Can I explain leverage? It's you'll have to do some research on that. But what I can say is, when you look at the heat map, it just shows people who are betting on all these lines down here are people who are gambling on the price going up, and they're doing it at 2x, 5x, 7x, 10x. So if the price does go up, they're not just getting the direct profit, but they're getting it at a multiple of the profit. But the risk is if the price comes down and liquidates them, then they get zero and they get wiped out. That's essentially leverage. I don't know, Harry, I don't know who you're talking about fear mongering. Swing trading in crypto, you'll be lucky to do 50-50 on swing trading crypto. You'll be lucky. Swing trading is much easier on stocks than it is crypto. But it's gambling. It's lucky. What's Myro doing? Khan, I have not been asked to look at Myro in a long time. What is going on with Myro? Myro's looking kind of dead. We did actually look at it. Here's that blue line. So we did, somebody asked to look at it here 2 weeks ago, because that's where that blue line would have come in. So we did call it up and look at it. Yeah, that would have been right there. And we identified 10 cents. And it was holding 10 cents pretty close until yesterday. If somebody's interested in Myro, you can buy at 8 cents. That's an awesome price. That's an awesome price based on how Myro has traded here. If you like this project, this is a great entry price here in 8 cents. Because it was the last time it was back down here was before the election. And that's when most cryptos took off, as Myro did. But to come all the way back down here, wow. I don't follow Myro. That's not one of mine. But that's what I see on the chart is what a great buying opportunity if you're interested in that. Do only good every day. Being you're an architect, play a role in purchasing your new home, design-wise, structural. Yeah, I look at all that stuff. But it's not just me. I don't have the only say in what we buy. So that's the way it goes. Personally, I think Doge is probably going to be between this 36 and 41 cents for a while. I think we're going to just kind of be in this range. Yes, we heard RLUSD was approved, but Microsoft rejected Bitcoin, which I had predicted. I had predicted that. Yes, I am. Boomer Central right here and proud of it, which just means I've got more money in the market than you. Since I've been around longer. And I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. A lot of people sold at a loss today. Yes. Max sold at 16 cents in October and bought back in at 43 cents. Sorry, Max. I looked into Robinhood yesterday. Wasn't sure if I was able to purchase Vanguard. I don't know what Robinhood has on mutual funds. I've never looked in mutual funds on Robinhood. Hey, Jason, how are you? I have not heard anything about PepU, nor am I interested in it. Adam, been holding since early 2021, took some profits, got most of your investment back, sold some recently, paid off your credit cards. Great job, Adam. You got to pay off those credit cards. That's awesome. The dip isn't scaring you either. Awesome. But great job paying off those credit cards. You do not want debt. And somebody might say, but you're only paying 20%, right, on your balance on credit cards, and you can make 50% or 100% in crypto. You could, but looking at your return on investment, looking at the risk there, better to pay off the debt. Just pay it off. So good job, Adam. There isn't for swing trading. There's some YouTubers out there that look at swing trading stocks. Nobody on crypto really that I've seen specializes in swing trading stocks. Normally, the ones on YouTube are all just chasing whatever the next low market cap coin is, and maybe they're half right and half wrong. I don't know, but not swing trading. I did it for a little bit, and it's with crypto, it's 50-50, up or down. You have no idea. We have a new member, Redskins Foo. Redskins Foo. Is that related to like Washington football team? I don't know. Peak has been awesome. Northern Orbit. It has. I'm glad some people are on board the peak train. So we came up and hit 74 cents, a little bit rejected there, only down to 70. So we'll see whether we make another run up to new all-time high on peak. That's pretty good. Doge still at 39 cents, not 36. And Bitcoin's at 96.6, also showing recovery. So it looks like Bitcoin isn't in any hurry to come down and take out any more leveraged longs down below like 94.5. So volume is settling down. Things are quieting down. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see 36-cent Doge again. And again, Momtaz, if you're going to be here, let's use constructive messages, please, because that's just dumb. Please. I don't mind you being around. Just let's be constructive here. That's just a dumb thing to say. You picked up some SWE, Diesel. Awesome. I haven't looked at SWE today. SWE. Yeah, following Doge pretty much. 67.27. I did not have. Yeah, this was a support line, 390. That is now resistance. So that's why it's a solid red, because that's one we actually charted as a support line. And then our dip came down to 336 there. That was our low dip yesterday. But yeah, 390 is going to be resistance for SWE. But if we zoom out and we look a little bigger, I mean, this run up here was pretty nice. It's just coming back and retesting. For SWE. Good luck to us. I still have my bag of SWE, and it's looking pretty good. Peak is insane. Yep. All the perfect dips. But you're waiting on payday. Ah, I know. I know that, right? I do not think Google's new chip is a threat to crypto security. No. Ask in like 20 years, and we'll see where they are. Not worried. There's been a lot of posts on X about that chip, and it's not a threat. And I believe that. Yep. Dave is in Doge for long term. I told you, I work. I have a job. I do this on the side. And now I'm here talking to you, whoever you are. Yep, Microsoft, vote no. As expected. I called that. Do you think Doge will end the year above 45? I do, Josh. Santa Claus rally. Santa Claus rally. Can't say it enough. Doge still coming up, recovering. Dave, you first bought Doge at a penny. Yeah, better than me. I first bought it 2 cents. But I was buying a lot just a little over a year ago at 5 cents. I had more money to spend. This is your first cycle. Never seen a bull turn into a bear. Just look at May 8th for Dogecoin. There you go. Just look at May 8th. You'll see what happened. Yeah, the MS board are dinosaurs. Exactly. Isaac gifted. Thank you for generosity there, Isaac. Who got the gift? Gavin. Gavin was gifted a membership. Awesome. Welcome, Gavin. Welcome to the family. 500 million bonk are going to be burned. That'll be nice. Nice Christmas gift for bonk holders. I got to get caught up in the chat here. I don't have any information on Hawk to Haley Welch. She has gone MIA with all of that. I think she's slowly realizing what a bad idea that was to launch a token. Yeah, D, I think the biggest catalyst, the next big catalyst is Inauguration Day, but between now and then, there's always the Santa rally that happens, good vibes, end of the year stuff. That generally is pretty good. We looked at MOG earlier. It's not doing anything right now. See, it's not doing anything. Crypto bubbles. It's a Visine screen. The crypto bubbles. Yeah. Looking red. Oh, no. No, it's coming back. Now. Oh, that's the weekly. Is that right? No, we're on the daily. Yeah. Compared to where we were a day ago when everything was dipping, now we're in the green on 20, looking right exactly at 24 hours. This is measuring from 24 hours ago when everything was dipping down, except for Move and Floki. That's what we see there. So this isn't really a true reflection of what's going on. So yeah, we'll just close that. That's not really realistic. The exchanges are not monitored. No, they are not. Bull run, it's in the house. Yeah, they have to follow the law, but they self-regulate themselves, is what they do. I know Robinhood, if you've got limit orders, they won't fill, especially when there's huge volume. The price is lower, you see it lower on the chart, and your limit order still doesn't fill. That is Robinhood trading. You got to know how Robinhood works. Particularly when the volume is high, like we had earlier. It's got to be way, way, way down. Let's see, GME earnings. GME announced quarterly earnings of 6 cents a share, beating expectations. We'll see what happens with the stock. We'll see what happens. I just got that notification. It would certainly be unethical if they, let's say, encourage market makers to move the price. Yeah, they'd never do that. Exactly. Was glad to get in some more. Coinbase was not pushing my buy through. I know that happens. I don't know 1 inch. I don't know anything about 1 inch. Yeah, on taxes, again, we'll talk about that tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is all going to be about taxes. I'm not going to talk about taxes tonight. That'll be tomorrow. I don't know Vision Pulse's, I don't know his financial woes. I haven't heard that story of what he may have gone through. Can we look at Supra? Skirt down. I don't think Supra is yet on Coin or on TradingView, is it? Oh, it is. Yeah, Supra. We're here. 4.6 cents. So that's its trading over the last 5 days. Again, this incredible run here, up 700, almost 700%. But then it dropped from the peak all the way down, 60% drop. That's crypto trading for you, right? 60% drop. But it's coming back up. People are buying it. Up 47% here. That's some crazy trading. I don't trade on MEXC, so I don't buy that. It's true, bull run. If you panic sell, it means you don't have enough conviction. Mostly it's newer investors that haven't been through this before. Thoughts on the 60 Minutes interview? No effect on what's going on today. In fact, there really wasn't anything controversial there. I posted my views on X, so you can read there. I was posting it in real time and right after on Sunday night. I thought Brad Garlinghouse did all right. The interviewer was trying to get a gotcha moment, and Brad wasn't having it. He wasn't having it. Some people think leverage trading is fun. Probably only when they win, though. Well, I guess that's the same with gambling, too. So, AR, thanks for liking the channel. Average price is 16 cents. Laddering out. Again, this is just for me because I've got a house we're going to buy in 2025. Mortgage free. So I'm no longer going to have any debt. Now, yes, there will be property taxes still to be paid, the insurance on the house. I get that. But not the bank, not the mortgage. That's our goal. And so most of my crypto is going to be sold. And so because I have that strategy and because my crypto holdings overall have done so well over the past 2 years, that my strategy now, and I had been talking about this for maybe 6 months, but it's to take like 10% slices on Doge at different price points, just in case. Again, I'm trying to keep what I have just in case there's some catastrophe and there's a big dip. I want to maintain what I have. Again, this is just a little bit less risky. I know having so much in Doge already is risky enough, and so I've identified where I think Doge is going in terms of its trading, and I'm going to be taking profits along the way. That's all. Yeah, so Steve, the difference between stop loss and liquidations is stop loss is when you're not doing a leverage trade. This is what I understand. Again, I don't leverage trade, but when you place that leverage trade and you've got that liquidation price, it is what it is. You lose. This is why I buy on spot. Leverage will get your house sold if your strike gets hit. That's it. That's what I understand. Which crypto is being mentioned the most over the internet? Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Still Bitcoin. We've been in a bull market, Christian. Well, I mean, some on Bitcoin will say we've been in a bull market for almost 2 years, but truly in a bull market since the election. That's the true run, has been since the election. Yep, no DCA, all out of buying power. I know how you feel. I'm all in. 2 weeks from now, people will forget this dip. Unless you unless you lost big. Good call on Pete. Thank you, Solomon. You bought on December 5th. Now you're up almost double in less than a week. Yeah, there's the experience side of it too, Sam. Exactly. Which is why these drops, they don't bother me. I understand they bother some. Some people get freaked out, but I've been calm and cool through this, trying to guide people through what's happening, trying to explain the leverage trading, the liquidations, why price moves up and down, all of that. So you learn, hopefully, with that education, that helps you next time so you don't get so freaked out. So we have that. Exactly, Redskins Foo. That's exactly what I thought. That's a dumb name change. I hope they change it back. That would be awesome. I agree. Change it back. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Rocky says, I think Doge is going to 60 cents from here by end of this month. Well, are we going to get by 43.5 right here, Rocky? Are we going to get by this line that has been now named after you? Well, of course that's true, Skirt Dab. We know that. We know that. Yeah, you're getting notifications. Everything's going back up. Crypto bubbles is like half green now, but that's only because of how low things dropped yesterday. I sold 100,000, everything I own today with profit. I will never buy back. They got me out forever. Good luck. All right, Bud Do. Good luck. Sweet City Woman. That's a good one, Northern Orbit. Sweet City Woman. XRP is booming. Yeah, look at that. That is a nice run for XRP. This is probably from the news of that stablecoin, right? So, yeah, that's what's happening with XRP, with that stablecoin. And so, of course, XLM would be booming as well because it generally follows XRP. Not billions yet, Jimmy. Still millions. Until SHIB starts burning billions, then it'll make a difference. But millions of SHIB tokens, they don't mean much. But is SHIB making a run, Scott? A bit, yeah, a bit. Well, let's see, it's up and where it was last night. Doge isn't quite up as high as where it was last night, just for comparison. I have not looked out into XRP's future for a price prediction. I just can't get myself to do it right now. I know what it's not, though. It's not $240. I know it's not $240. We'll just leave it at that. Now I'm on the record actually saying it. something that's going on X. It's just like $240. Unlikely. Unlikely. Thank you, Hector. Appreciate it. Is this a fake out? There's a good question. Is this a fake out? Gotta be a fake out. I don't know. Starting to see a little red candle here. Again, this is why we're zoomed in on the 15-minute and we're not sitting on the monthly. We're seeing what's going to happen right now. Big issues with withdrawals on Uphold. Stay away, be careful. Yeah, I don't know about these different exchanges. Again, I only use these three here, Coinbase, Robinhood, and Crypto.com. And I've never had any issue with them uploading fiat or taking out. Yes, the tax extravaganza will be tomorrow. Tomorrow, crypto taxes, everything you want to know from a non-tax accountant, legal person, just a guy on YouTube. But I'm the only one covering it. No one else is talking about it. So, and you guys got to know what the deal is with taxes. And that's how I make a lot of my decisions are based on taxes, because that's a lot of money. If you make $1 million of profit, in a year, the difference in long-term and short-term capital gains taxes, that's like $170,000 difference. I'd like to keep that $170,000 personally. I'd like to keep that. But that's my strategy. The fake out is you have a big run up and it looks like the run is going to continue, but it doesn't. Instead, it turns around and drops back down. That's a fake out. And we might be having a little bit of that right here. It's been a good bounce off of 36.5, but will it hold? Will it hold? Panic selling is almost always the wrong move. That is true. You get that stick, right? Get that stick and hit on it. Let's go. Come on. That's usually when it's just doing nothing. That's when that meme comes out. Yes, exactly, anarchist. That's it. So everybody buy more Doge so I can sell mine at the price that I want. Let's do that. Let's do that. You bought your house in 19, going to have no mortgage in 25 thanks to Doge. Jason, I love that. No more mortgage will be an accomplishment. It's my goal as well, except we're going to be getting a new house. Why did I start with Doge in 2021? I was swing trading stocks, and I was doing fairly well. Was starting to build up money. Again, didn't have a lot in the markets back then, but was building up. And then on January 28th, I knew about Dogecoin, knew about Bitcoin and Ethereum, but that's when I had just finished a stock swing trade and I had $10,000 in my Robinhood account. And then Doge was like everywhere. It was mostly based on the Wall Street Bets gang. The GameStop was being shut off, that you couldn't buy any more GameStop stock. And so the Redditors there were saying, well, let's find something else that's being heavily shorted that we can buy. And they went to Doge because Doge was starting to move up from 1 cent. And there were huge short positions that were opening on Dogecoin. And so the Wall Street Bets gang said, let's pile into Doge. And then when I heard that, I bought Doge. And that's how I bought it at 2 cents. And then it was at 8 cents. So that was a 4x, a 400% gain in a day. That's how I started with Doge. 400% gain in one day. 2 weeks from now, we're rich. Exactly. Bull markets last 6 months, bears 3 years, 6 months. You know, when Doge runs, it runs in a short window of time. The rest of the time, Bitcoin will outperform Doge for that 3.5 years. Absolutely. That's what it does. XRP is booming because of the stablecoin that passed today. That's what it was. I'm not concerned about a CPI report tomorrow, Fred. The numbers, I mean, everybody knows the numbers are fudged anyway by the Democrats, so it doesn't matter. It might affect stocks a little bit, but not crypto. Yeah, Pops, can XRP go to $240? Tell me what you really think. That was ridiculous. So, Craig, the MyDoge wallet is an app on your phone. So you always have some Doge with you when you're out and about. So if you run into a place where they accept Dogecoin, or you're out somewhere and you want to send somebody some Doge for whatever reason, you want to tip somebody some Doge, or you have it with you. So you put some Doge on a MyDoge wallet. The rest of your Doge, which is for safekeeping, that you put on a hardware wallet. At least that's what I've done. So this Doge that's on this hardware wallet, I'm not going to start taking this off or continue taking it off until I'm selling it. But the MyDoge app is a small amount of Doge that I have that I can then send to people and tip people. That's from the MyDoge wallet. I sent a tip to Charlotte the other day for something that she brought to my attention. I was like, that's cool. That's worth a tip. So I tipped Charlotte. MyDoge wallet, perfect for that. So I trade in crypto.com, Robinhood, and Coinbase. These three. But that's what I use to trade. Coinbase, I don't trade in the app though, because they're terrible prices in the app. I go to advanced trading on their exchange platform on my computer. That's what I use. Melvin wants me to look at ETH. ETH 3668. It's showing some recovery here. Didn't drop as low as it was yesterday, so that's good. That shows some pretty strong signs of support for ETH. Yes, Max, you can send Doge from Robinhood to a wallet. Yep. We can talk more about that another day. Doge could go to $25 once everyone is done fiddling with Pepe and talk with that. Gavin wants to look at Jasmy. Jasmy's recovering as well. Jasmy yesterday went on a big roller coaster. I mean, this drop was huge. 5 cents all the way down to 3.2. We looked at this yesterday. This drop here, that was like 36%. Ouch. But then it turned around and it went right back up. 37% on a gain back up. So yeah, Jasmy's been very volatile up and down. But this is looking good right now. Get back over 4 cents. That's good. Dogecoin, the currency of the people. Yes. Yep, Jasmine slowly coming back. It is hard to sell and convert in the ledger. That's right. So my 250,000 Doge that I did send back to Robinhood, I then sold it on Robinhood. I did not sell it through my ledger. Transferred it back to Robinhood. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it. How high will SHIB possibly go? So I've shown this before and I have it on my chart. I've got two price points here for SHIB. So the first is 45, that's 0.00045. That's this yellow line right here. This is the high it hit on the peak back in March when SHIB did this crazy run up back in March. We didn't know at that time that that would be the high for almost the rest of the year. SHIB will probably go on a crazy run like this again at some point in time. And so I'm waiting for that. But when that does happen, I'll probably take a profit slice at 45. From there, my next line here is at 67. I'm probably not going to wait for this all-time high back here up at 87. That was back in 2021. But yeah, that crazy move up there that SHIB did, didn't realize that was going to be it for the rest of the entire year of 2024. So that is SHIB. Doge about to hit 40 cents. So Peter, for a crypto wallet, I don't need this. I can throw this in the water. I can like run over it in my car and I don't lose my crypto. So if it breaks, as long as I have my seed phrase, I can just get another one. And instead of starting a new wallet, you instead recover an existing wallet. And then it will ask you, well, what's your seed phrase? You type in your seed phrase. It's all there. That's how you keep your crypto safe. I don't need this, except whenever I want to transfer off or transfer on, you actually need the wallet, the hardware wallet. But if anything happened to this, you just get another one and you recover. What does shilling XRP mean? So Frezzo, there are a lot of people who do nothing but talk about a particular cryptocurrency. And they just are doing whatever they can to get people to buy it, which many times means not exactly telling the truth, or let's say overselling something, whatever, but that's what it is. Some people accuse me of shilling Dogecoin. I don't think I really do that. I think I'm pretty honest for the most part. Yes, I'm very positive about Dogecoin. I'm very bullish. But I don't think I'm shilling Dogecoin. But on X, a lot of people think I am. Just having fun, trying to keep it real. Right, shilling is like convincing someone to buy it. Yep. It's a marketing thing for these little souvenirs. That's all they are. They're just souvenirs. You can buy one on Amazon. I'm giving one away on January 20th. This one right here. It's still in its case, brand new. I'm giving it away. It's a little fun thing to do. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Raiden. Everybody, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. Are YouTube creators shilling? I think there are some who are, their only goal is to get people to buy something. Knowingly using deceptive terms. That's a good way to put it, Mike. Charlotte's here. Hey, you gifted a membership. Thank you for the generosity. Who got it? Venril. Venril is now a member of the channel. Cheers, Charlotte. Thank you. Chris got shaken out. Is it too late to buy back in? Is it a bear trap? Is it a bull trap? I don't know. We were talking about that just a little bit ago when this previous candle started to turn red, that maybe we were going to drift back down. It's looking pretty strong right now. Again, this is on a short time frame, but the trading does tend to be positive. Bitcoin's now over 97,000, so that's looking good. Most cryptos look like they're recovering, not dipping back down. So most likely you're going to buy back in at a higher price. Again, I say look for the red candles and try and buy on a dip. Is the dip going to come back down? Like if Dogecoin trades above 40 cents, will it dip back down to 39? Probably. There's a good chance that'll happen. That's generally how the trading works. But we'll see. You want a pirate chest full of Dogecoins? Christian ordered a Trezor. I've never used the Trezor. I hear good things about it, but I've never used it. Just get a hot air balloon that's a Doge on it. You can ride that around, right? Kevo, to me, it's not mirroring that April 16th and 23rd, 2021. This is more like what happened February, March. We haven't done that April 16th thing yet. That is the next big pump, in my opinion. And then we're going to see that. That's going to be next pump. But now we're more in the late February through March. And the reason I say that is on Doge, we go to the 4-hour and we zoom way out and we're like, this is not the huge runs and huge dips that we had in April. So, and this is more elongated from November 11th all the way till December 10th. This is a whole month of trading. Essentially, we were in this upward trending channel here, which was looking very positive. We've dipped down below that, but we haven't dipped below where we were in November. So I think this is just going to come right back up and we're just going to continue along sideways until the next big pump. So to me, this is more like what happened like mid-February through March 2021. That's what that looks like to me. And it's not too late to buy. Depends on what your outlook of Doge is. Where do you think Dogecoin is going to go? Michael got his Ledger Flex yesterday. Love it. Awesome. You got it at a good price. Well, actually, you got it at regular price, but you're going to get that Bitcoin now, right? You get that $70 of Bitcoin. And actually, the $70 you get at Bitcoin now is when Bitcoin's down here, 96, 97,000, as opposed to over 100,000. So you get a little more Bitcoin off that. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, I don't know Sui Wallet and Apple account. I can't help you with that. Right, wallets are interchangeable. That's right. I could start a different wallet, like on a Tangent or a Trezor. and I could do a recover with the same seed phrase. It doesn't have to be another ledger. That is true. But you do need an internet connection. Yes. You got to have an internet connection. They all have to connect somehow, because you got to connect back to the blockchain. And you can only do that with the internet. I have mine written down on a piece of paper, old school. Do not put it into a Google Drive, Google Wallet, or even the Notes app on your phone. Don't do it. You do not want a digital representation of your seed phrase anywhere. You get a pen or a pencil, and you get a piece of paper, and you write it down, all your words, and you put it someplace safe. That's what you do. One Doge is one Doge. Yeah. Yeah, not always getting paid to promote pork chop. I could be just shilling Dogecoin left and right. I'm not getting paid directly from anyone, but it's helping my bags go up in price. I still think Doge is going to be in the 60s. End of the month. You're new to Doge. You've got 25,000 Doge. You're all in Robinhood. So you have a couple options. One is Robinhood has its own wallet. It's a separate app called the Robinhood Wallet. And you could transfer your Doge from the Doge exchange into the Robinhood wallet. And that would be another app on your phone. Or if you're a believer in Dogecoin and you want to get away from exchanges and banks and all of that, then you can look up hardware wallets, crypto hardware wallets, like the ledger I have here. So do a little research on that. You'll learn more. I heard you talking about Ledger, that you don't need it and it's okay if you lost it. I'm wondering if you need to insert your password or the 12-word phrase. No, what I would do is I would have to get a new one. If this broke or I got lost, then I would have to get a new wallet. And when I'm setting up that wallet, then I would have to insert my seed phrase, and it would be recovering an existing wallet. If people wanted to invite me to an X space, I would do it. That'd be fine. Are we done dipping, Jose? At the moment, it looks like it. I will do my 2025 price predictions on January 1st. You have to wait. Congratulations, Venril. You're a member of the fam. Charlotte being generous this evening. What's GameStop doing? Oh, GME go brr. GameStop is up 8% after market and going higher, 9% now. I'm sorry, I don't have that up on the screen here, but GameStop is running after market. That's why I held on through earnings, just in case. Daydream, where did all the money come from in 2021 to send random coins? It came from stimmies. Yes, stimulus checks. We were getting free money from the government. That's why. Oh yeah, 2021 was a magic year with free money. Just, you talk about something going burr, it was the money printer in 2021. That's what it was. So, and especially why alts just went crazy. They seem to coincide with when the stimulus money was being given out. Big time. No one can brute force these crypto wallets. If you thought this was bad, just wait until $1 volatility. Exactly, Riley. Just wait until we are up near $1. Dogecoin is going to be going crazy. You're going to be on Robinhood trying to sell on a limit order, and it's not going to sell. I mean, Robinhood already got stress tested today, and it didn't do well. It's not going to do well at $1. Exactly. What happened with Microsoft? Well, apparently the board said that they weren't going to be putting any of their resources into Bitcoin. So it is. They're not very forward thinking at Microsoft. They're really not. They make most of their money off of Microsoft Office. Back in the day, that was a good product. Today, it's kind of a dinosaur, but everybody uses it. So they just keep cashing the checks. Kayak Chick, proud to say you didn't fall for the shakeout. Good for you. Good for you. Yep, bull run still in play. RSI cooling off, exactly. That's what these dips are good for, actually. I do not pay for TradingView Premium, Basic Human. Everything you see here is all the free version that I use. Other crypto YouTubers have all the fancy schmancy TradingView stuff. I don't have that. What I show, you guys can do the same thing on your own version of TradingView if you want. So that's just me. We might have just had the bottom at 36.5, Mike. That's what we're waiting to see. Is 36.5 going to hold? Potato thinks it's going to be more 32 to 34. Somebody else earlier was talking about some big gap that needs to be filled. So Hydro FN, I do monthly price prediction videos. My next big one will be January 1st. Well, I will be looking out into 2025 for Doge. So wait for that. I know, really, Raiden. Almost 2 hours and no fart coin. Nobody wants to see fart coin. Nobody wants to see that thing either, because I don't know what happened to that, and I really don't care. I really don't care. Right. Just write down your seed phrase, put it somewhere safe. Bitcoin just had 127 million liquidated at 97K. That was on a short then, right? Awesome. I love it. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Yeah, there it is. Well, this is showing 85 million at 97,104, but also another 83 million at 96.9. Together, the two of those is like $160 million. Does that mean now they're going to go down and try and get this 79 million down here at 93.7? Now that they wiped all of this shorting out, these are all shorters that were shorting Bitcoin. And that adds up to a few $100 million. And that's just on one exchange. Wow. That's huge. That is huge. We can go right here to the liquidation page and we can see yeah, this isn't really recording them all as liquidations though. I don't know. It doesn't look like much. Not as much as we just saw. So I don't know what's going on there. Not millions of dollars. There's one at 1.3 million on a short. But yeah, I don't see those others. Interesting. Yeah, any more likes? Anybody want to give the stream a like? Yumpfo's here. How are you? Crow. Is Crow going out? Yeah, sometimes Kronos just doesn't do much. It's coming up. It's actually all the way up to our blue dash line. A lot of cryptos aren't, so that's good recovery. That's good recovery. Book of Meme is still down. Ugh. Yeah. Sometimes you throw money at stuff and it doesn't quite take off yet. And they do all trade the same. But you know what, Bruce? That's the same thing for stocks. Many stocks follow the same ups and downs throughout the day. It's the way the markets work. It's not just crypto. Everyone will be selling, not waiting for a dollar. There will be huge, huge trading if Dogecoin starts getting close to a dollar. There's no doubt about that. No doubt. You saw Vision's hundreds of videos on Doge, bought on the spot, then found out it was just clickbait. If I buy Doge on Robinhood, should I sell on Coinbase? You can still sell on Robinhood. It just gets really hard to get your price in a really volatile situation because the bid and the ask spread just widens in high volume on Robinhood. So if you're thinking of selling during one of those events, yeah, maybe you want to transfer it over to Coinbase. You could do that. Coinbase's exchange has much more liquidity, a much narrower spread between bid and ask. So you get the price you want more on Coinbase. Yeah, I do not on crypto. I don't send stuff between chains. I don't do layer twos. I don't do all that swapping stuff. And I'm doing okay as a crypto investor. I don't need that stuff. Well, except SimCon, you do need the wallet. I mean, the wallet points to the coins you own on the blockchain, right? So you do need a wallet, unless you're just happy just being on an exchange with what you bought. And then you're not really buying the cryptocurrency itself. You're just buying the price. But if you want to actually self-custody, yes, the coins aren't actually on the hardware wallet. It's just an app that points to the blockchain and says, hey, that crypto right there, that's this guy's. That's all it does. But you need that if you want to self-custody your crypto. You just added $3,000 to your account, waiting to buy on another dip? Rocky says no more 36.5. I don't know. I wouldn't discount it. Yeah, so my prediction is between 60 and 69 again. 69 was the top end, and 69, of course, sounds better because it's 69, right? That's all. If Doge goes down to 32 cents, you're buying another 5K. What if it only goes to 33 though? And then you're sitting there with your $5,000 and you haven't bought anything. So you have to think about that. Peak is the new crypto boomer. It's just nice to see it going up. Look at that, 69 cents. Speaking of 69, peak is 69. Could be a buying opportunity there. What about Bitcoin dominance? Should be about going sideways, I think. Coming back down. This was my price. This was my prediction of Bitcoin dominance. Remember that? I said it'd come up and then it would start dragging down. Well, it got about halfway down. And then with all those big, huge leverage dips, Bitcoin dominance actually went back up. But now that we're not having those leverage dips anymore, Bitcoin dominance is coming back down. 57%. You liquidated your gaming PC and bought Algorand. Algo's going to do well still, I believe. Yep. It's the exchanges, not the whales, that see the leverage trades. Yep. And yet people still do it. Is it bad that I have more in my crypto wallet than I do in my bank account? Nope, I do too. By a lot. By a huge lot. But I have it spread amongst a number of wallets. I have a bunch on Exodus wallet. All that I'm staking, like Algorand and Cardano and VeChain, those are all on in Exodus wallet, and that's what I use for staking. I'm getting a lot of Cardano. Every day, I get a lot of Cardano. That's nice. So when Bitcoin gets shorted, does that mean they are shorting other coins? Is it people panic selling? No, it's coin by coin. If there's a whole huge number of shorts going on, it's on each individual coin. So the Bitcoin shorts, if there's enough of it going on, generally the price will go down unless there's more retail buying going on, and then people will be buying it to overcome the shorts. That's the ongoing battle that happens. Let's have some fun. The ones that are all down 90%. Exactly. Exactly, Bull Run. If you still hold the Kamala token, that's insane. Exactly. It's like, really? Or the Joe Biden token. I'm sure that's way down too. When Doge hits $1, normal people will have rabid FOMO. Yes, but they'll be on the same, at the same time, there's going to be a lot of big time shorting and selling. It's going to be crazy. Did I buy more when it was under 10 cents? Yes, I bought a crap ton more. My total average of all my Doge is somewhere below 7 cents. 6 something. I don't know exactly because I've got so much Doge in so many different places. But somewhere in that neighborhood. So yeah, I'm way up. Yeah, Mt. Gox. We were talking about Mt. Gox the other day. And that if I had known about Bitcoin back in 2014, probably would have bought it on Mt. Gox. Because who knew, right? I don't know. I'm sorry about your Litecoin. It's ridiculous. The US just giving more money to Ukraine. Totally ridiculous at this point. It's like, come on. Potato, I don't agree with that strategy. So you're going to tie up your cash on a limit order at 32 cents for Doge that may never come. And then you still have all that cash. Is that really a smart thing to do? Just think about it. Buying Bitcoin now, it's pumping, pups, it's pumping. No, it's not. It's generally going up, which is good, over 97,000. CryptoTab says buy peak. Hey, JW, welcome. No one has asked you for what's for dinner yet. We're having Asian stir fry tonight. I believe it's pork, peppers, broccoli, some jalapenos are in there. Maybe some eggplant, maybe some celery. That's generally our Asian stir fry. That's what's for dinner tonight. The peppers are hot. It's hot, hot, hot. I have more in crypto than I will ever have in my 401k. Agreed. I do right now. Ask me again in 6 months, and my answer might be my 401k has more, but I'll be sitting in a nice house. We'll see how that plays out. Is there a price drop that will make me question the bull market? That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. I'm with bull run. I believe we're going back up. We may wick down at some point, but not right now. I agree. 2 red days in a row for Doge. Think we're going to have our first red week? I don't know. Got a long way to go, Rocky, before the weekends. How to choose validators to stake peak? Can you do that? I'm just holding peak in crypto.com. I haven't done anything with it yet. I really haven't had time to look at it. But it's March, April timeframe. That's kind of what I'm thinking. March, April timeframe. But yeah, questioning the bull market. JW. I mean, it would be probably just some black swan event, some stupid World War III thing, something like that just makes the whole market crash. It wouldn't be just Doge. There's nothing that's going to cause Dogecoin to do a nosedive on its own. It's a perfectly secure, safe blockchain, its own crypto. Nothing's going to change that. So, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so, but that's a good question just to have out there, right? Just to have out there. Yeah, Carl, I don't think he actually wants to pay off the debt with crypto. I think he just wants to have it as a reserve, but not really using it to like pay off debt. I don't know how that works on the books. But we'll see. I don't really get into that in that much detail. So Bogdan, here's the thing. Yeah, if you're selling Coinbase, I mean, the first thing to do is not to sell it. If you're in the United States, don't sell it to USD. Sell it to USDC. And at least you'll be making a little bit of interest on the USDC. And then you can decide when and how much you want to transfer as fiat to your bank. So you basically just swap the USDC to USD when you're ready to do a transfer. And it doesn't have to be all of it. It can be some of it. Again, it depends on what you're doing. Now, when it gets around to the time I'm going to be wanting to buy a house, then it's going to be heavy transferring to a bank, but not like months before, because I can make so much more on that interest with USDC on Coinbase, or like on Robinhood. I'm in Robinhood Gold, so I can make, it's like 4.75% interest I'm making now on my buying power. So the money is still making money for me, not as much as like a crypto bull run, but again, just reducing risk by still holding it there and gaining some interest. So that's what I'm doing. It'll be a heck of a birthday present for you, end of March. Remember last March on your birthday, everything was going up. I remember that. Doge was going crazy. I remember that night. Let's hope it is in 2025 as well. Shorting, Chef Boyar Diego. Bull Run and I are going to be doing some shorting in 2026. We're going to try it out. But yeah, because I still think it's going to be rotating into a bear market. I'm still not a believer in the whole super cycle thing. So I may just with a little bit, just try some shorting and see whether that actually plays out. So far, my whole bull run prediction has played out pretty well. And because of that conviction I had 2 years ago, I'm now sitting on a pretty good nest egg. But in 2026, maybe not. Yes, Darth Mike, I did see that. I did see that. They're trading meme coins. The Taliban trading meme coins. You guys have to find this on X, this video. It's wild. They are really talking about meme coins. Yeah, Tesla over $400 a share. Tesla's doing great. And yes, everybody, Bull Run and I are going to be shorting. We're going to be shorting crypto in 2026. Be nice to make a little money while it's going down, if indeed that happens. If the shorts get squeezed out and I lose some, that's okay. I'm not going to be doing it with that much money. But I mean, the 4-year cycles have played out 3 cycles in a row. So, well, I'll have to get onto an exchange that actually allows you to short. I think Coinbase actually now has futures. You have to apply for it. I haven't applied for it, but I think on Coinbase you can do it. And basically you open a trade where you're betting the price is going to go down. I haven't done it yet personally, so I don't actually know the mechanics all of how it works. I'm sure some of you guys can tell Rocky, but I've never done it. But I'm going to learn, but not right now. You don't short in a bull market. You don't short in a bull market. You sold your Tesla on a $400 a share, bought some Doge. I've got a bag of Tesla stock, but again, I'm just holding it now, thinking Tesla's still going to go up more. Oh, we'll see. You've done it on Coinbase, Bull Run? Yeah, it'll probably be on Coinbase. All right, gang, that's what I got tonight. Hey, everybody, have a great evening. Remember, tomorrow, live stream, crypto taxes. That's right. Get all your questions together. Crypto taxes We'll be talking about not only that, but what tax loss harvesting is, as well as if you're thinking about like whether to sell or not, what some of the implications that may have on the tax side of things. So that is tomorrow evening. The KrissPax live stream is going to be the epic crypto tax extravaganza. Wednesday evening or afternoon, depending on where you are. Until then, I hope everyone has a great evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.